Well, ha ha ha. We are live. So, topic at hand. As stated, ugh, neck pores and neck knives. I'm guilty of saying the phrase myself, neck pores. And neck knives, neck beard. I don't know. I'm a knife guy. Never ever have I ever liked or worn or considered wearing a neck knife. But since the topic at hand is neck pores, we're going to open up a shiny new bottle and have a neck pour of that. Although, Heaven Hill almost maybe solved that problem. Very long neck and not that much reaching up into it. So we will enjoy the 8-year spring release of 2021 here. There's really nice pop. What's up, Zach? Don't know who else is in here. Hello to you as well. So I'm really getting that really sweet, weeded Heaven Hill. Very familiar. I've had a few of these bottled and bond releases, these fancy diamond decanter Heaven Hills, the 13, 14, 11. I've enjoyed all of them. Zach's in Florida. You're in Miami, right, bud? Mr. Davis. Nice. Well, take it easy on the cocaine while you're down there in Miami, buddy. uh, well, let's see where it's at here, huh? Hmm. Really, really rich, rounded. Mm. I actually am going to say this might be one of the best ones yet. Old Fitz 8 year is really rich, dense, sweet, rounded, weeded. At 100 proof, and this being an 8 year, it's just so much more lively, and there's a punchiness to it. For and to say that sounds ridiculous, being that it's 100 proof, but ugh, when you're used to drinking barrel proof whiskeys and higher proof whiskeys, it's nice to have 100 proof that it has that long of a finish and has a little punch to its feel. So I'm going to finish this, and then we'll do a little comparison here this evening. I have all the way down on my wonderful floor some Rebel Yellow 10-year single barrel that we will taste after this, which is most assuredly probably some Heaven Hill. Anybody out there enjoying anything themselves this evening? It's always a good occasion to have a little Old Fitz. Really nutty quality to the Old Fitz. I find that in a lot of their weeded. Well, that's right. I seen you did. You were drinking the Bardstown Fusion. I have a Bardstown Discovery, I think. How about you, Mr. Davis? What are you drinking? Indeed, they do some very interesting things, man. I've appreciated everything, even some of them, though they were probably maybe a little out there. I think what was one? Uh, the Prisoner was kind of weird, but interesting, but weird. Yeah. Uh, this coming in at the price point it comes in is a much more reasonable. I mean, I don't know. They went up and down with the increased age statements on these fancy diamond decanter bottles. They are nice bottles. The topper's great. You need to bludgeon a man to death with that glass topper. it's a fun bottle, and I think good enough quality in there. I've enjoyed the old Fitzes, and even cutting my teeth going back to like the old Fitz Prime, just the 80 proof old Fitz that I can seem to find it in Kentucky. Haven't found it in many other places. Uh, they discontinued the old Fitz 12 a few years back, and now we get these fancy diamond decanter bottles, and it is what it is. Mm. And this was a neck pour. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. And speaking of my other thing, that I guess there's, back to the topic at hand of that. Doesn't matter if it's pour from the neck or whatever it is. There's times and situations where whiskey's just not going to taste right to you, and it may be something you ate that day, and just may come back to it later. I understand there's probably some people out there that I know there's guys like most guys in the group. What's up, Mr. Lawson? We have collections. It's easy for us to sit a bottle up and wait for it to fit our fancy whenever we come back to it. But some people just buy a bottle or two at a time and go through them, and there's nothing wrong with that, I suppose. But such is the cringy term of the neck pour, much like the cringy ass term of a neck knife. Jimmy, with that said, I actually was bored the other day, and I was online and I was shopping, and I saw what is a neck knife. So I purchased it. And I'm not a guy to wear or use a neck knife. And I bought the knife with plans of not using it as a neck knife. But I haven't got the straps needed for me to use it in the manner in which I'm going to utilize this weapon. So I thought for shits and giggles, I would wear a neck blade for a day or two just to see how it went. And I don't really like it. Uh, I suppose eventually you would feel comfortable having this dangling off your neck. And I mean, it does have the advantage that it is semi-concealable. You don't really see if it is under your shirt. But I don't know, a little too big and bulky, and don't like it sitting there dangling off my neck. Not my thing. What's up, Mr. Ward? So, reach under my shirt and pull out my neck knife. Ah, so we have the artisan cutlery sea snake, and it's a really nice, handy little fixed blade. And yeah, it's the artisan cutlery sea snake, and it's made of their AR RPM 9 steel, which I actually have another artisan cutlery knife that is utilizing their same proprietary metallurgy powder steel, and it seems to perform really, really, really good on the edge retention and performance that I'm getting out of it. And I haven't had to sharpened either one of these yet, but um, they say it is not too bad to sharpen because you get into some, D2, some other, you get into some of these steels in there. They become a little bit more challenging to sharpen, but this seems to perform well, and we'll see how it sharpens. I mean, this is Artisan Cutlery. They are a Chinese manufacturer, and they make some pretty damn good quality knives. Uh, I can't complain about either of the models I got, and the price you pay for them is pretty reasonable. But I got this little guy with the intention that I'll take the Kydex sheath, which already has the rivets in it, so I can attach the hardware and some loops and use it on a belt and not on a fucking lanyard on my neck. But that, ooh, fits is fantastic. Just the richness of Weeder sometimes is really good mouth feel and finish. But the classic Warncliffe blade. What is a neck knife? It's a knife that dangles off your neck, sir, on a chain, a lanyard, or whatever you use to fasten it around your neck. Mm-mm-mm. All in all, handy little knife. I like the Warncliffe blade. It is an efficient cut and slicing little machine. Got that nice choil. Really lock your finger in, and you're there. What's up, Paul? But I have a thing for the Warncliffes these days. Wheezing juice. The old Fitzgerald? No. Oh, yeah, yeah. The psychedelic cat grass from Shorts. Wonderful label art. Mm-mm-mm. No. Triple hopped or triple dry hopped, I believe. Sir, did you really just suggest that I mix some Wee Beastie and some Old Fitzgerald together? Hmm. Nate's just trying to cause trouble as Nate tries to do. Although I'm not above doing something like that for science. But right now, I'm just rather enjoying this old fit, sir. So I'll save that blasphemous, sacrilegious deed for another day. Handy's just sitting up there, man. I haven't cracked the handy yet. I'm very tempted to, man, because it's supposed to be really, really freaking good. And I like a good rye. Yeah, I got a Michter's 10 up there. Got a birthday bourbon. Yeah, open the birthday bourbon, huh? Well, I have a few good bottles, sir. I have a few. Humbly. Well, as we've discussed amongst us, we have to have a bottle kill party here soon. Now, let's move on to the comparison. Yeah, I get the unfortunate task of being the only one that's really talking. A little of the Rebel Yell before they changed it. Now it's Rebel, just like the store pick was. It still says Rebel Yell on the back, but Rebel in the front. better, better me than you. Well, I guess I'm comfortable talking to myself. Yeah, mm, this has got more of a on the note, man. Like this orange. This is what I've always got from this, like an orange black tea, leather, and oak. So the nose on the Rebel versus the old Fitzgerald, even though they're sourcing from Heaven Hill, most likely, it it's a very different. Of course, this is a 10 year, but these ones actually were. I said 10, but some of these were much older than 10. Um, Not much, but a little variance on that. Yeah. I don't know, man. Now you're talking about still rights of Wee Beastie. Why do you want to just like why are you making that poor little Wee Beastie do these unsavory things, Mister Lawson? Hmm. There's definitely similarities between these two, especially hitting on the. Yeah, sure. Kessler's is gonna make anything better. It's gonna add that smooth silk. Yeah. That's all I'll say. Heaven Hill makes a goddamn good weeder. Oh, well, Kessler's was one of the first bottles of whiskey I ever was able to like. There was a party in my childhood of adults, and somehow they did not notice a whole half gallon of Kessler's whiskey was dispersed of. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we had a good time with it. We stretched it out for a while. Half gallon was quite a bit to go through in those youthful days. No. Yeah, I think Kessler's is still 80 proof. I think it's whiskey cut with vodka. Some Kessler's is Strohs, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, it definitely is a both budget friendly. Well, goddamn. Yeah, I don't think any of my grandpas were cool enough to drink whiskeys. They drank tequila or brandy. Well, sir, I've already opened Old Fitz, and I've tried a comparison with some Rebel Yell 10 year. What are you going to open, sir? I've already opened one bottle, guys. Say, yeah, Paul, that's great. That's the first, I think, like, really, if you ask me, the first alcoholic beverage I ever had was some cherry bounce. And my Uncle Jim, who is now passed, old Uncle Jim, he had a Popeye sippy cup and he would fill it up with cherry bounce. Give it to the little these were the days back in the days, but here's are already open, huh? Uh yeah, I've already cracked me old Fitz, which uh it was good crack. Good pop. Man, that topper. Yep. Yeah, really good comparison between these two. It's summer, bourbon, rye time. I'll still sip some scotch here and there, but that's usually late at night after I already started with some bourbon and rye. Yeah, those old fashions are good, man. They catch up with you, though. I gotta, I gotta realize when I make those, like I'll get on a kick and I'll make them till I get too carried away with them. So not too carried away, but just there's no way once I make an old fashioned, that's gonna be the drink for the rest of the evening, and they go down so goddamn, so goddamn easy, so tasty. Yes. Drinking your whiskey neat kind of has its own like little buffering effect. Makes you kind of have to slow down, enjoy it, take your time with it a little bit. I think, especially if it's got some proof to pack some punch. Yeah, because Nate's old fashioned is an 8 ounce glass, wild turkey rare breed with a dash of bitters. No sugar. That's what I've heard about Nate's old fashions. That sounds about right. No fucking sugar. Nate will just add some bacon fat to it in place of sugar. Keep it keto friendly. Or carnivore friendly. Yeah. One ice shard. Yeah. All right. Well, as long as it's a rye whiskey, Nate, I'll still let you call it an old fashioned. Oh, the good old bottom shelf Henry McKenna brown bottle. Not the 10-year everybody's looking for. Ooh, man, for the money, if you're in Kentucky or anywhere else, man, the green label Heaven Hill 6-year is fantastic. Yeah, Keith, you got to try some of the green label, man. Ha 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 ha. No peer pressure, Nate. You can do it. You can stay sober. You don't have to drink if we're drinking. Keith. Oh, Paul's just sipping on some water. Just know that these weeded Heaven Hill whiskeys are fantastic. So, Mr. Lawson, did you see my review of the Knob Creek 15? I think me and Jimmy both liked it. You said it had a funky aftertaste. I don't know, man. My bottle was good. I liked it. It's actually one of the better Jim Beam products I've. I mean, I shouldn't say better. Jim Beam does some okay stuff, man. I don't, old tub. There's always a controversy between it, though. Like some people were really hating on that 15-year release, and I can't see why they're hating on that 15-year release, other than I think they were maybe expecting more of a tannic oak fucking, punch to the back of the throat. It wasn't as bad or where I thought I would expect it to be. Yeah, the double oak's not bad. Even the black is not bad, dude. Allegedly, there's this supposed experiment that happened where they tried. Happy Van Winkle and other rare whiskeys alongside Jim Beam Black, and Jim Beam Black actually won out of a but who knows the crowd and what they were sourcing, but so it is said. Well, yeah, and I think the single barrels, I think that's where the maybe the mark is missed too with it is it's 100 proof. It isn't 120 proof. Like most of those single barrel 15 years, we were getting those Knob Creek picks for a while. The Knob Creek single barrel at 120 proof that were pretty fucking nice. So yeah, at 100 proof, it kind of really it pulled the reins back and tamed it quite a bit. There's nothing wrong with the Jim Beam Double Oak, dude. It's fan. It's for the price. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm like the Woodford Reserve is really good for me, but the one I keep coming back to is the 1910, the Old Forester. Fine Oak is. I don't know what it is about that one that really tickles my fancy. Mm, the deep wood sugar notes that you get out of a toasted finish. Do it, man. And there's a little bit of difference in the mash bills, I guess, but the 1920. Any guy who can go out to his barn and get a pour of Old Forester 1920 is an amazing person. That's all I'm gonna have to say in this situation. Hats off to you, Mr. Marsh. I wish I had a barn to put some 1920 in myself. Wait, Keith, I thought you had a Beamer. How do you what's this talk of a Buick now? No birthday bourbon. Sorry, guys. But we will step up from the 8-year-old Fitzgerald to a 9-year-old. There was no breaking glass. I don't like that. I've had enough breaking glass for a long time. Wow, this is really a long live session. Looking at the clock, we're at 48 minutes and 40 something seconds. Old Fitz 9, Old Fitz 8. Mm. Mm. Both of these are that solid, rich, sweet, rounded, a little bit nutty, weeded Heaven Hill whiskey. That's really good. Maybe they should have brought out. They're buried. We'll find them. Oh. No need to drink if you don't need to, sir. Oh. Well, that kind of covers it. We've had the Old Fitz 8. I've had the Old Fitz, now I'm having the 9, a little out of order. Had the Rebel 10. And then, so 8, 9, 10. Not a bad evening. Good showing from Heaven Hill. Neck pores don't mean really anything. If it tastes off, it's just that day. Maybe some people say you're supposed to, you know, flip your bottle around, turn it around, shake it up, whatever. I don't know. Uh, I don't usually do that. And I do have and drink a lot of whiskey. So uh, sometimes you try something and it's just not vibing with you. Oh God, I said that. That's cringeworthy as saying neck beard or neck knife or neck pour. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't taste right. It might not be your day. I don't know what that means, Mr. Davis. You got to open the bottle with the label facing away from you. Maybe you're talking to Paul. Not understanding you at this moment. Yeah, we should do a local tasting. They'll probably come through and do Elijah Craig or any of the big names, but I don't know if they're that style. We'll see. Alls I gotta know and or say is they better let me go down and pick this Elijah Craig barrel proof. I am eagerly awaiting that. Hmm. Well, we're rounding up near an hour. I've been live for almost an hour. That's kind of amazing. It's 53 something right now. I'm just gonna keep blabbering dumbly till we hit that 60-minute mark and call this a mark. And it's been a fun time. The old Fitz 8 is fantastic. Falls right in line in the flavor profile of the 9, the 13, the 11, the 14, 15, all the old fits that I've tried thus far. Nice. Dan's got the 1920 in the cup. Oh, we have dead battery. Hmm. Man, I wish I was smoking a cigar right now with you, Dan. Damn. Yeah. It is a what 115 proof, right? The 1920. Nice. I love those Leva V's. I like the Figurado, just the shape. Although the Figurado smokes well, man. I like the shape and the way it smokes. Oh, you got the Figurado. Oh yeah, it's like it's kind of has like the best of so many things going on with those, like box press scars, torpedoes. Nice. That's a solid price, 10 for 75. So you kind of get the construction of them is it's great. So I have to thank Mr. Davis, dude. That poor Stag Junior was fantastic, and you didn't need to buy it for me, but thank you, sir, for doing so. Yeah, yeah, I have, man. That was good. Mm, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, yeah, cigars are a it's just like bourbon, just like scotch. Yeah, it's a costly habit, a costly hobby, a costly love. All right, guys, we have rounded this up to 59 minutes. We're ticking up here to exactly an hour, and hopefully we'll get together. Zach's out of town tomorrow. Maybe we'll have our Zoom meet here. Yeah, never let them know what you spend on anything. Uh, and with that said, the old fits, fantastic. Neck pour was great. Stupid neck pour. Fuck neck knives. I bought a neck knife. Not going to use it as a neck knife, but that's where we're at. So glad all you guys were able to join this evening. I'm going to sign off. School.